Spider-Man, brand new day. What's Marvel hiding? Shang-Chi? Daredevil? Maybe Venom? Probably Venom. Okay, these are just my wild theories, but there is potential for spoilers. So if you don't want to know about anything that's going to happen in Spider-Man Brand New Day, don't watch this video. Hello, my friends. I forgot to say that part. So I watched the Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer, and it seems like this movie has a lot going on. So there's rumors that Sadie Sink is going to be playing Jean Grey because there's somebody in this movie that can do mind control or at least body hop. Not like that. I mean, they can put their conscience in somebody else's body. So there's a couple scenes I want to address from the trailer. So there's this scene.
One we can't even see. You're the only one who's immune to it. You're the only one who can sense it.
So this guy is telling Peter that he's the only one not affected by this person. But as you can see from this scene, Frank Castle is not affected by this person, this potential mind hopper, possibly Jean Grey. Now, if you're wondering, well, maybe why is Frank Castle not affected by this person? My theory is that Frank Castle is not affected by this person because he was shot in the head. And, comic book logic, maybe getting shot in the head prevents you from being mind controlled by a telepath. Also, I want to talk about this scene right here.
Yo, Spider-Man, you okay? You get rid of that monster inside you?
I'm assuming that the telepath is controlling people's minds and using their telepathic powers to read people's minds. As you can see, a little kid walks past Peter Parker and says something along the lines of, "Hey, Peter, did you get that monster out of you?" What's the kid talking about? I'll tell you what he's talking about. What other monster could Peter Parker possibly have hit him? What monster in the comic books have we seen? Not only in the comic books, but also in the movies. Venom. It's gotta be Venom. It's gotta be the symbiote. I would put money on the fact that Venom is most likely going to appear in this movie in some way, shape, or form. I mean, what else could the kid be talking about? Peter's inner demons? Also, Marvel has a good track record of CGIing out things from their trailers. They did it in Infinity Wars, where they CGI'd out Thanos's having 5 stones. They CGI'd Spider-Man's suit out in one of the trailers. I forget if it was for No Way Home or the one that came before that. But yeah, they showed in the trailer Spider-Man was wearing his spider suit, his regular Spider-Man outfit, but then in the movie he was actually wearing the Iron Spider suit. So I have a good feeling that in a lot of scenes in this trailer, Spider-Man is actually in the black suit. It's just a theory. It's just my theory. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that's come up with this theory. But after watching it several times, I was looking at some of these scenes, and the CGI looked good enough for the trailer, but it kind of seemed like placeholder CGI. Like, I'm pretty sure he's in the black suit in some of these scenes. I wouldn't be surprised. Also, in the beginning of the trailer, Peter says, "I'm out of control," when he's in that scene where they show him, well, he's narrating and he's fighting Scorpion. He says, "I'm out of control." What else makes Peter go out of control? Venom. I believe we saw it in the Spider-Man 2 video game. I didn't play it, but I through cultural osmosis, I know about it. All right, let's take a look at this scene right here. Peter's flying through the air and he's fighting a bunch of ninjas. Could this be another case of No Way Home, where in the No Way Home trailer, they CGI'd Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire, kept them out of the trailer, but people figured it out. Is this another case of that? There seems to be a lot of empty space right here. So here are my wild theories and speculations. I mean, they're not too wild, but here's some speculation of what could possibly be going on in this scene if this scene isn't as it seems. Theory 1, Peter is going full Venom mode because there's so much real estate in this shot that's just not being used. I feel like he's going full Venom mode against these ninjas. Theory 2, it's not just Peter in this shot. It possibly could be Peter and Daredevil. I know, wild speculation, but it's not that wild. And they're going up against the ninjas. Or, seeing as this is a Daniel Dustin Cretton movie, and he directed Shang-Chi, it could be Shang-Chi. But they are in New York, so it could be a Thunderbolt. Or the ninjas really aren't there. And Peter's going against, maybe he's going against Venom. Or he's going up against the Hulk, which seems a little likely. But I don't know about that one. Or theory 4 or 3, I don't know where I'm at. One of those. I lost track. Peter is going full Venom mode, and Shang-Chi, Daredevil are trying to stop him. Maybe with the Hulk. Or could it be Miles Morales? Could Miles Morales be teaming up with Peter, going up against these ninjas? It's not too far-fetched. Probably not going to happen, but not too far-fetched. And I hope it's that kid from Stranger Things that plays Miles Morales. Little side note. Theory 5, I think. Could it be the Hobgoblin? Could Peter be going up against Ned Leeds? Could Ned Leeds has betrayed Peter? Possibly. Bottom line, the whole point of this video is this whole video was just made for me to say Venom is probably in this movie. That's the whole point of this video. I'm pretty sure Venom's going to be in this movie. This movie looks like it's going to be the fucking shit. Sorry for getting on high pitch. We probably will get a couple Wonder Man references because the Department of Damage Control seems to be a big player in this movie. I don't know what's going on with Tombstone and all these other villains. I think a lot of that stuff with all the other villains are just going to be like part of montage stuff. I don't think a montage of him fighting all these different villains. I forget all their names. I heard Yelena Belova is supposed to be in this movie. And you know what? I don't give a shit. I don't care. She's all right. I like her. She's cute. I'm just not a huge Yelena Belova fan. I'd rather see, if any of the Thunderbolts are going to show up, give me Ghost. I want to see Ghost. Or John Walker. Maybe all the Thunderbolts are going up against Peter in that scene. And did I say that already? And Peter's going full Venom mode. And the Thunderbolts are trying to stop. Maybe that's happening. Maybe John Walker tries to recruit Peter for the Thunderbolts. That would be awesome. Here's some wild speculation of some shit that's 100% not going to happen in the movie. But if it did happen, I'd be fucking thrilled. Joaquin Torres and Riri Williams try to recruit Peter for the Avengers. But Peter's spider sense is going off like, this bitch sold her soul to Satan. And this guy is so insufferable, they gotta go. They can't be here. And then the symbiote takes over and, takes him out the movie, if you know what I mean. Even though I know that's not going to happen because they announced that Joaquin Torres, and I'm not going to call him Falcon. He's Joaquin Torres. He's going to be in Doomsday. So, So anyway, I just wanted to make this quick video. What are your speculations for Spider-Man Brand New Day? Are you excited to see it? What do you think is going to happen? Is the symbiote going to be in it? Yes, I think he is. What characters would you like to, in the movie? And what characters would you like to see be in the movie and not, kick the bucket? This is going to be one of the biggest action movies of the year, I feel like. And haven't been this excited for a Marvel movie since probably Deadpool and Wolverine. So yeah, I just wanted to make that quick video with my wild speculation. And let me know what you think in the comments. Peace out.